So in this video, I want to give my thoughts on the Godox P260C Pro. Now the P260 is a bicolor LED light panel, and I'm currently using it right now to shoot this video. I'm not only using the P260C, I'm also using a Yongnuo light at the back, but my main key light is actually the P260C. And I'll actually go ahead and turn it off right now so that you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. So this is without the P260C on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on right now. And just so you guys know, it can be controlled via my phone app. Let me actually go ahead and turn up the brightness. I think I like it about right here. Yeah, so let's start off and comment about this light. So the first thing I'll talk about is the build quality. So out of the box, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with the build quality of this light. It feels very professional. It doesn't feel cheap. In the box itself, you're getting two NPF batteries. You get the light panel itself. You get a detachable light. I don't know what to call it. It's basically a fixture you can use to attach it to your light stand because it doesn't stay. It's not fixed on the light itself, so you attach that on and off. You get two USB-C cables and you get your power attachment. So it definitely feels sturdy in the hand. It feels like something you can use. It's not something that I'd particularly move around with too much. It's something I'd probably use a lot for my indoor setups, you know, inside my house, shooting my YouTube videos. Maybe I take it to some other places, but still for indoor use. It's not super powerful to be something that you're going to be using outside. In terms of brightness, I'm not going to be one of those technical persons that's going to give you like, you know, a lumen value reading. Based on my observation, it's decently bright. It's not super bright where I'd use this for a main light, but it's bright enough that you can use it as an accent light or a fill light. So currently I'm using it as a key light just so you guys can see what it's like. But there are a few reasons why I wouldn't use it as a key light. The first reason being that based on the shape, it's gonna be hard to have a modifier attached directly to it. Also based on the output, I wouldn't want to diffuse this light too much. So I just feel like it's something that you could use as like an accent light for here or maybe like a nice side light. But because of the you know, lack of modifier options, I wouldn't necessarily use this as a key light. It still can be because I am getting a very good shot out of this, but I think this light would shine a lot more as a fill light or a like an accent light. So yeah, you can look into it for that. Again, if you like the quality of this video, then you can definitely look into this light as a main key light, but I would definitely use it as a fill light. It has enough power for a fill light. It has enough brightness, a very good amount of brightness for a key light, and a very good amount of brightness for a accent light or a fill light. But again, when you're going to want to have a main source, you're going to want it to be heavily diffused. This might not be the best light for that. Something I really love about this light is the fact that it is bicolor. Now, for those of you that don't know what that is, it basically means that the light can go from all the way, let me tell you, I don't want to lie to you. Let me go on the app. So the light goes from 2800 all the way to 6500 Kelvin. So that's going to be very handy because you don't always necessarily want, let's say you're shooting indoors, right? You don't necessarily always want the light to be at 5500. Sometimes you might want a nice warm light. Obviously, I'm not going to be shooting this warm, but you know, sometimes you want a warm light, especially behind you. Sometimes you might want your light to be a little bit bluer. So I think it's going to be very handy for those persons that, you know, like to add a little interest in terms of their color temperature. Just to, you know, to have an accented light where they're shooting regular talking head videos, or you're doing a little thing for YouTube. It's going to be nice to have that option, especially to match if you're maybe getting some outdoor light. Let's say I did have my windows open, I could still have this as an addition. It's not powerful enough to necessarily fight sunlight, but it can match with outdoors, match with, you know, candles. It can match with a wider range because of the color temperature. All right, so in terms of portability, this is a very lightweight light, easy to take around. I do wish that it came with a carrying case, but I'm pretty sure there's a carrying case that I can, you know, find on Amazon. but it's very lightweight, easy to like snug in a bag. Because the light stand attachment fixture is easy to separate, it's, you know, it's basically flat, as a flat surface, so it's really easy to take around. You can probably just put it in your backpack, not something that you're gonna have to worry about lugging around. Very, very tiny. And it also can be powered by NPF batteries, so you don't even have to use a power cord, which is going to be very cool. The thing is, because it's not powerful enough to be necessarily like an outdoor light, the NPF ability is mostly going to be for, again, indoors. But who knows, maybe you're not close to a plug, so it still is handy to have NPF as an option to power it. It can also be powered by USB-C, so that is going to be handy nonetheless. But it's not something that I'm going to say, oh, you can use this outdoors. Just giving you guys that quick disclaimer. So I already gave you guys a walkthrough in terms of powering options. It can be powered through USB-C, can be powered by NPF batteries, can be powered by the regular power cord that comes with it. So that's a lot of ways to power it. So on that side, it is definitely a win. In terms of control, we have our Godox Light app, which you can use to do a wide variety of things. This light comes with a bunch of different features and effects. You have flash, you have lightning, you have cloudy, you have broken bulb. So yeah, you have a lot of different effects that you can use. In terms of your regular color temperature and your output, you can go from all the way from 1%, so 0%, and then you have our 1% right here, and we can take it all the way to 100. Now we're a little blown out, so let's put it all the way back down to maybe like a 20. But yeah, we have a wide range of intensity and color temperatures, which can easily be controlled by the Godox app. And it not only can control one light, but it can control multiple. So you can create like a group of lights and really, you know, experiment and play around to your heart's content. Now here's my final thoughts on this light. Yeah, so overall, I think this is going to be a perfect light for beginners. It is a very lightweight, versatile light that can be easily added to your kit. It is not the most ideal key light, but it's a very beginner friendly option that you can use in the beginning. And then as you upgrade your kit, you can always use this as a side light or an accent light. You know, like for instance, right now I have a light behind me. This light would be perfect for that. I think this would be a perfect light for that particular reason. But you know, it can be used for a key light in the beginning. And it's easy. It's an easy light for a beginner to get, easy to carry around, easy to mount, easy to power. So if you are a beginner and are looking for a very beginner friendly light, I'm going to highly recommend this one right here.